am Ryland Moore.
Slow down.
Hi, I am Ryland Moore, and I'm gonna teach you how to use a home fill.
Okay. Where does the home fill go on top of?
It goes on top of the concentrator, and then the concentrator pumps air through. Pumps oxygen through a tube.
Show them the tube that it goes through. Okay. So where is it going to attach?
It's going to attach down here, and then there should be a green thing there. You pull that off, you push it in, and make sure it clicks in.
And then where you put the other end?
And then here, it's the exact same thing. It's a green thing, and then you put it in. Check.
Okay. This one has a special cord, though, doesn't it? That detaches at the back, so you got to pull it out. Show them how it goes in, and then it's just like a computer, right?
It's just like a computer, so you...
Yeah, you push it in.
Push it in, but it doesn't have a thing.
That's okay.
Like a computer.
Plug it in.
You plug it in.
And what's that thing beside the plug?
That's the hours, how many hours it's been working.
That's right. How many hours are on that one?
279.
27. That's just a digit.
Okay.
Okay. So turn it around. Show them that you plug that in, right? So we're just going to plug it in down here on our cord.
You plug it into, at home you would plug it into a wall, and then you come over here.
So what would you turn on first? You got to get your oxygen source going, so you turn the concentrator on. Okay.
And then you...
Okay, so what's the special thing about this concentrator is going to supply the home fill with the oxygen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So is there a maximum level that you can go on there to fill your cylinder? What's the maximum level of oxygen you can have on the concentrator?
5.
Yeah, that's 5, but you can only go to 3.
3.
You can only go up to 3 while you're filling a cylinder.
Yeah.
You can't go any higher.
Yeah.
Why do you think that would be?
Because if you fill it up too fast.
No. If the concentrator is above 3, the percentage of oxygen or the content of oxygen will be too low, and the home fill won't fill the cylinder.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things. Okay. So we'll cover that again at the end, because there's a note on each home fill of simple instructions.
Okay.
So where's the cylinder? Where are you gonna do?
Next, we're gonna fill a cylinder.
So what's that cylinder?
It's the cylinder that goes on the home fill.
Show us the parts of the cylinder.
Okay. Here, you push it down into a trigger.
So that's the part that goes into the home fill right here.
And then it fills it up.
What's this part right here on the top? That's the OCD, remember?
Yeah.
What's OCD stand for? Do you remember that?
Oxygen level.
Oxygen conservation device?
Yeah.
And that's where they would adjust their liter flow, right?
Yeah. And then...
Okay, and what's this gauge here?
It's to tell you how much oxygen you have.
Right, and where's that one? It's hard to see.
It's about 1,000.
Okay, so the cylinder's about half full.
And then one more thing on here, make sure you have it off when you put it on the machine.
Okay, show us how to put it on the machine.
Okay, first there should be a cat.
Is it important to have those covers on all the time?
Yeah, so dirt doesn't get in whenever you're not using it. So you just push that in, that should click up, and then you make sure that's off. You turn it on.
Okay.
And it says O2 below normal.
And what does that mean?
It means it's like not that full, and you would have to refill it.
Okay, well, what that means is that the oxygen that's coming into the home fill from the concentrator hasn't reached a level where it's going to start filling the cylinder, right?
Okay.
Okay.
And then here's an attention thing.
Is that the top light? Attention?
Yeah. Attention. That if the light comes on, you would have to
figure out why it's not filling?
Yeah, and figure out why.
Okay.
And then there's the filling thing on the left.
So there's a filling light.
Left bottom corner.
And then the other one on the right side
is full. Like when that light comes on, that means that this cylinder is full and it's ready to be taken off.
Okay.
And then.
Okay, so we're just gonna wait for that thing to see what it's gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So while it's running, tell people what this sign at the top means.
This?
Yeah.
This means no smoking. Well, you're using this tank, or else like you could burn your face real bad.
Yeah.
And
does oxygen burn itself?
No.
But oxygen helps things burn, right?
Yeah.
So if you had a lot of oxygen around something that's flammable, then it will
explode.
Burn. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what burns when the person smokes and gets a spark or a flame in their nose and then they light on fire? Their skin and the oils?
Yeah.
On their skin. Okay. This little sticker here on the side is a little bit of instruction. So why don't you go through each point on that and read it and tell us what's going on.
Set cylinder reg flow to 0. They mean this is like this thing to off. Well, it says 0, but this is off.
That's right.
And then
it says momentarily
push down the outer ring sleeve right here. Should push it down, push it on, and let go. And then of the fill port, push cylinder down into format. Like
the fill port.
Fill port, you push
so
it down.
So it's just telling it to push it together, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then press the Homefill power switch
on.
Up to.
Okay, switch on.
Switch on.
When you look at a switch like that, on is the
line.
The line, and off is the
0.
0. Okay.
When you fill, turn power switch off.
So when full, turn power switch off. So how are you going to tell that this cylinder is full?
When this light says full,
yeah,
you will turn that power switch off and turn this.
Oh, what just happened?
It just went to filling because the level of oxygen went right. So now.
Okay, so the Homefill said it's okay to fill.
Yeah.
So it's now filling the cylinder.
Yep.
Right? Let's let them listen to it a little bit.
There's some air blowing at the fan at the back.
Just a second, let them listen to it. They'll hear it churning. Okay. So that's what it sounds like. If it's any louder than that, they should call for service, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now that it's filling, what was the last thing? Is press down
on the.
Yeah, don't take the cylinder off because it's filling. But you would just press down. We'll show them how to do that in a minute. Now, what's that note on the bottom there?
Note cylinders.
Less than. That means less than
1500 psi. Container.
Concentrator.
3
liters.
Or less.
Or less. So the cylinders can't be filled if they're higher than 1500 psi, right? So we're at 1000, so we're okay. And the concentrator has to be on what liter flow or less?
It would have to be on 3 amp.
3 liters per minute?
Yeah.
Or less?
Or less.
Okay. So let's pretend this cylinder is full. So let's just pretend this light right here, which is showing us that it's filling, went over to full. Okay? So what would you do? First thing you would do, don't take off the cylinder.
You would turn that off.
That's right.
Then you would.
No. You keep that on because you might be using the oxygen from there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? All right. So, and then how do you get the cylinder off?
Then you.
So show them in detail here.
You press down that and see it pops.
Yeah.
And you let that should stay. The green dots should be around there.
Yeah. So the green dots basically means that it's ready to go. And what's the next thing you do?
You would put this cap on until you're ready.
And what about the other end? Would you put the cap on there too?
Yeah, you would put this cap on so no dirt gets in.
Okay. And so then it would be ready to go.
Yep.
Okay. Now, let's get this done quick because we're running a lot of time here. So, is there a filter on this machine?
Yes.
How often would you check that filter?
Once every month.
Once every month. Okay. and you would take it in the sink and you would wash it.
Yeah.
And then squish all the water out of it.
Yep.
And then dry it off in a towel.
Yep.
Okay.
But first, make sure it's dry before you put it back in.
That's right. So what happens if you're out in the backyard and your cylinder says full, and the machine, you're not there to shut it off? The compressor will shut down. I'll tell you this because you don't know. The compressor will shut down, and the fan at the back, show them where the fan is. That fan will continue to run until you come in and shut it off. And it's not a bad thing to leave it running like that, is it?
No.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you need to tell them about the Homefill?
No.
No. Just be safe and don't
smoke.
Okay. So, who are you?
I am Ryland Moore.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.